Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. This is Life in Denver. Today we're gonna be covering for you guys 3 reasons you should consider moving to Denver, Colorado.
Hey guys, I'm Monique. This is my business partner, Joe. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've seen our channel before, welcome back. Guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, as Joe and I do drop new content twice a week.
That's right, guys. Also, we are licensed realtors out here in the state of Colorado, so any real estate needs you guys have, any questions you have, anything we can help with at all, that number popping up down below, we are the ones who answer the phone calls, text messages, emails, all that fun stuff, so reach out anytime. But without further ado, let's jump into things. 3 reasons you should really consider moving to Denver, Colorado. All right, guys, so jumping into things, as always, everyone I talk to when they want to move out here, it's the outdoor activities. That's the big one for everybody, I feel like. And the biggest one that comes to mind for me, at least, is hiking is a huge, huge thing out here when it comes to Colorado. Not just in the Denver metro, but especially out in all the mountain towns. It's one of the most popular things you find out there. But starting in the metro, plenty of great hikes. Boulder's an awesome area. You have the Flatirons out there. And then as you branch out further that way, a little more west into the mountains, you have Rocky Mountain National Park. There's a ton of trails out there, a ton of just fun stuff to do downtown there as well. So really, really cool area. And then as you venture out even further, you have, of course, the Breckenridge, Vail, Aspen, just all the big mountain towns that are pretty well known out here. All awesome hikes out in that area.
Right, and before you do make that drive, just make sure you check that your dog is allowed, because I know Rocky Mountain National Park, Joe and I were actually having the discussion, you cannot take your pet. So
also time slotted is the other thing.
Yeah. So you definitely have to time slot. Make sure you look into, where you're staying, where you're going, because a lot of the trails, even though Denver is very pet friendly, there are trails that pets are not allowed just because they are protecting the wildlife and of course protecting the beautiful picturesque views and the scenery that you get. So
that's a good call out just for trails in general, actually, now that she mentions that. So it's sometimes not even just no dogs. A lot of the time it can be no hikers. So there's trails specifically for mountain biking, another thing to call out to you guys. Really, really cool activity. There will be trails reserved just for mountain bikers, so they're not kind of coming down a trail, catching somebody as they're trying to make a turn at the last minute. I mean, it's the truth, like that's a thing. So like, it's dangerous for them and for you in the sense that like you see someone walking and you're coming down fast on a mountain bike, you lock up those brakes, that's like danger city. So they are really cool about sectioning off all kinds of different trails for all different kinds of people. So it's a pro and a con, I guess, however you want to look at it, but it is really cool in that sense.
No, and I think it's really cool too, if you don't necessarily want to go downtown, you can definitely hang out in the metro area. There's a lot of state parks. You have Cherry Creek State Park, Chatfield. You also have Bar Lake, which is located up north.
Roxborough
too.
Roxborough
Park, which is located down south, and one of Joe's favorite places, clearly, because
I always bring it up.
Calls it out.
Yeah,
always,
come on.
Always. So
give my love
definitely
to
cool
Littleton.
options. Definitely some cool options in terms of hiking and getting out within the local vicinity of the city. So you don't necessarily have to make that weekend drive out to the mountains. Another cool thing about the city, there's options to do like horseback riding and things like that, paddle boarding at the state parks. So definitely a lot of options in the city as well as going to the mountains.
That's right, and it's year round out here too, guys. So it's not just summertime activities. I know we just rattled off a ton of those, but you have, of course, all the winter stuff too. Colorado is huge for skiing, for snowboarding, snowmobiling, just all those mountain towns are year-round places to hang out. So it's not like you can't go to Vail or Aspen when it comes to be wintertime. There's plenty to do out here. So that's what I really, really love about here. But also, the really, really cool thing about the winter times out here is it's not just sticky and wintry and gray skies for 6 months. It's nice in the sense that you catch 60, 70 degree days quite often in the wintertime out here. So it breaks things up really nice to where you can get outside, sometimes take a little walk and just kind of get some sanity back. Because I know I've lived in other parts of the country. I used to live in the Northeast. Like that's kind of tough being in that area where it's gray skies for 6 months. There's really nothing to do. You don't find that out here. So it's really enjoyable to be here just year round.
Right, and if you're like me, I don't ski or snowboard. I'm a local. That does tend to happen a lot.
Bum, huh?
I know, right? So we do try and get out and do ice skating. What's really cool about that is it is local and it's close. You can definitely do ice skating downtown. They do something in Belmar. They do something at Streets of Southglen. Definitely little pockets all throughout the city where they put up an ice skating ring and you can take your kids. They do big like festivities and lighting of the trees and different just overall view and overall activities to do in the winter. You don't necessarily have to make the truck out to the mountains. In case you can tell, I go to the mountains, but not as often, so we get out in the city quite a bit. So
I make fun of you, but I'm not ice skating myself either. I'd be wiping out of my butt on that, so that's fair, that's fair. We'll give you that one.
We do ice skating, and then definitely there's other events here in the city that happen throughout winter, so definitely a lot of activities to do if you are here in the metro area.
Yeah, absolutely. Another year-round activity is everybody loves their breweries out here too. That's a huge one, and so when you do all that hard work with these outdoor activities, everybody loves to kick it back and have a cold brew afterwards. So you find just, of course, all the regular mainstream stuff, but you also do have some really cool just microbreweries, some craft breweries. You have Coors Brewing actually is a big one as well out here. Right. So really a ton of just whatever variety is you're looking for beer-wise, it'll satisfy all the beer drinkers when you come out here to visit.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely Breckenridge Brewery as well. Definitely Wine Coopery downtown, and then there's the
Tivoli as well. Yeah, that's a really cool one because that one has a ton of just outdoor screens for all the sporting events. You'll find that a lot out here. All the sporting events, if you don't want to go to the stadiums, they tend to be broadcast at a lot of the different breweries. McGregor Square is another popular one for that. Yeah.
Yep. So a lot of different breweries, especially if you are, outside during the day and you definitely want to go and grab a drink. You can bring your dog. Just make sure a lot of times that the outdoor seating does allow, and that your dog is well behaved, because if not, you will get told, thank you, but no thanks, go home, basically.
They don't need your business.
Yes, exactly. So you may know Denver's huge on pets and, promotes people bringing their pets out. So definitely something cool to do during the summer. Bring your pet, bring your kids, hang outside, have brewery. I know sometimes it's like a brewery, but they offer cool food, and like some of them even have ice cream options.
Yeah. Breckenridge specifically has a ton of good food and a food truck. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So definitely cool options to do during the summer as well. So overall, great view in terms of, and great availability in terms of activities to do, whether winter, spring, fall. We do get all the seasons here, so definitely great options.
That's a great call. Yeah, we do have really picturesque scenery. I highly recommend, especially fall time, get out to the mountains, like especially Aspen, Telluride, those ones that are a little bit further out. Incredibly picturesque. I can't even put it into words. I've gone out there and visited that time of year, and it's like nothing you've ever seen. Like highly recommend that. And of course, as fun as all this stuff is to do, you got to fund it somehow, right? So bridging into the next thing is, the job market out here is extremely profound, super strong job market. What comes to mind, at least for me, is the most popular thing I tend to see is ton of tech jobs. So Denver itself, of course, has a ton of tech companies, just a big city, but just below that as well is Denver Tech Center, specific to a lot of tech jobs. So you're finding the Oracles, the Zooms, just these big tech companies that you tend to think of. So even if you are remote, hey, amazing. But if you have to go in person, you have that availability of the offices here in person as well. So really great for you guys.
Yeah, and we also have engineering firms located up in northern Denver. So
finance up there too.
Finance companies. So definitely great variety in terms of employment to help you fund all the fun activities that happen in Denver, right?
That's right. That's right.
So hey guys, we hope this video was super helpful. Joe and I love putting this content together for you guys, but we would also love to help you with any real estate needs you may have. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing, please feel free to contact us at the information that's coming up on your screen. Thank you for your time, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will catch you in the next one.